Hello, Leo! Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Thelema Tarot. Artwork by Renata Lechner. And at the bottom here is a website. I'm going to mess it up. Los Garebo. I thought I said it went right once, but now I'm tripping over my face. But there's the spelling, so you can find it if you're interested. There's a Facebook link too if you want it. Supportive Oracle Cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle Cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website on the back, rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, U as an umbrella. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. What do we have for Leo? Oh yeah, double cards popping out. Okay. Why not? It's Leo. Leo does what Leo wants. Okay. Ooh. Something. I'm going to go ahead and say this is going to have a good ending, but I'm going to also be honest and say there's definitely something to get through before we get there. Like, there's something to trudge through first. What is this? I feel like this is the problem. So let's deal with this, just to start with. So we got the Page of Swords, which is not a bad thing for Leo usually, but... Alright, so the Four of Cups reversed, and then the Star card. Somebody... You helped somebody, is what I keep getting. You helped somebody. I don't know if you were looking out for them. You might have been looking out for them, whoever they may have been, currently be. You did help somebody. I don't know if you're looking out for them so much, but you helped them. You definitely helped them. This energy, I feel like, has turned the tables in their favor. It's kind of like you help them, but they're not realizing, like, they're not honoring that help. They're not, like, they should be more loyal to you for that reason, in my opinion. That's kind of where I'm feeling this, because I feel like they've done something that really didn't go to your benefit. And it's kind of like you helped them. They should look out for you in return, but they're not. There's something with backhanded comments or negative comments. I feel like it's from them towards you, because they're trying to get an advantage on something. I'm getting the Devil card, but there's Sun cards right behind it. And I feel like that's going very much to your advantage. But when this first comes forward, it's like somebody's trying to create an issue for you, trying to create a problem. Leo's usually not shy. Not usually. I know there's different flavors of Leo, I know that. But you're going to definitely come forward and correct that fairly quickly. Judgment, ironically, goes easily to your favor. Easily goes to your favor. I feel like what I'm worried about, though, is, like, how much damage did the devil do? I keep getting, like, how much damage has this devil done? And I'm wondering about it. I'm like, how much do I really have to clean up here? Because I really didn't expect this to be a problem. I didn't expect to have to deal with this. I didn't have to think I'd have to deal with this the way I am. Because I helped this person. How much damage did the devil do? Page of Cups and the 10, which is Wheel of Fortune. Ironically, I think they're going to screw themselves over more than they're going to screw you over. There may be a period of time here where people kind of avoid you because they don't want anything to do with the drama. I don't think that's going against you. It's just people are avoiding you. I wouldn't let it get under your skin if you could help it. Sometimes people hear loud noises and they just go hide under the couch. It reminds me of a dog I used to have. They hear loud noises, they go hide. That's just what they do. Actually, it wasn't even my dog. It was somebody else's, but I love the dog. It was a cute dog. Anyway, sometimes people just react that way. They hear loud noise, they go hide. That's just what they do. Don't let it get under your skin. It has nothing to do with you, honestly, ironically. Some people just have that response. Let them hide. do yourself a favor. Just let them hide. Go on to do what you want to do. Don't worry about them. As this keeps playing forward, I do get that, you're going to become more self-sufficient, but you're going to be feeling like, did that create damage? I feel like I'm not seeing change, and I'm worried that there's damage here. I don't think there really is. Whatever happened between you and this person, I do think it screwed them over more than it screwed you over, but it's something that's passing. I don't see anybody really holding to it very long. Whatever this other person did, I just don't feel like it's going to hold very long. It's going to move on. It's going to move to the past. It just seems to disconnect here. If you're wondering what the issue is with this person, it could be a past life thing. I know not everybody's into that stuff, so I don't want to push it too hard, but if you're wondering, like, why is it that I helped this person and then they took that opportunity to stab me in the back? Could be, like, working out past life trauma, something like that. It's also, like, a heads up, like, it's not something you're really going to solve in this life. Don't worry about it. Just stay away from them. Let them sink their own ship. They probably will anyway. Move on from this situation. You got something else that's going to come in very soon for you anyway. Don't center your energy on. For some reason, this person might they might get under your skin. If you can disconnect from them, the more you can disconnect from them and just keep going forward with what you want to do, the easier it flows, the easier that sails forward. You got better things in front of you than you do in the past. Let that past sort itself out is what I keep getting, whoever this person is, because I feel like they've kind of like, they burned my biscuits a little bit. But I'm getting, if you just kind of move forward, realize that things are going to go your favor, just go with your strengths and just keep doing and keep centering on the future you want. There's nothing here in the past that you can effectively clean up. I understand wanting to rectify or clear things up. Let that situation clear itself up. Again, I feel like that person's going to dig their own hole, especially the less you pay attention to it. It seems to really bug that person. It seems like they're almost insulted. Like, why isn't Leo, like, trying to fight me? Why isn't Leo trying to cause an issue with me? It seems to really burn their it burns their biscuits right back, because they're like, you're acting like I don't matter, Leo. Why are you acting like I don't matter? It really sets them off. They will sink their own ship. I'm telling you, if you're able just to move forward and move forward with what you want to do. I'm a big fan of Paul McKenna. I've probably mentioned this before. How to Mend Your Broken Heart is geared towards romantic relationships, but you can use it for any relationship you want. I've used it for business relationships. You just make sure you keep it in that lane, whatever you want to call it. You can use those exercises to disconnect yourself from that person and not worry about them. I'm telling you, that person will seal their own fate the more they think you don't care or have no value in what they did, because they almost get insulted, like, how can you not be offended by me, Leo? And it's kind of like, well, because you don't matter. That's why, because they don't matter. They don't matter. Not you, but they don't matter. I'm telling you, just keep going that way, because I see other people, like, figuring this out on their own. Whatever the situation was, people will figure it out on their own, and they will see what this other person was really made of. I also feel like people are going to realize that you helped that person, and then they backstabbed you. I feel like that it's almost like, I've said this to somebody recently. When I see people around me, and I see somebody else screw another person over, and maybe they screw a second person over, and then they screw a third person over, they don't get a turn with me. I'm all like, I already seen you screw other people over. You're not getting a turn with me. I'm not going to give you a chance to screw me over. Other people that I watched you handle, you screwed them over. No, keep going, because you're not getting a chance here. And I feel like that's how people are going to treat this person that screwed you over. They're going to see how they treated you, and they're going to be like, oh, I don't think so. I don't think so, Page of Swords. Don't come here. Don't bother coming here, because I already seen what you did to Leo. Leo thrived past it. Leo got past it easily. I understand that, because you weren't that big of a problem for Leo, but you're not even getting a chance here. You're not even getting a chance here. And other people are going to treat this person that way because of how they treated you. Keep that in mind. That's kind of, because I feel like you might have stress from this, but they're going to have stress too. And what they did is going to nail them more harshly than it did you anyway. Have I mentioned that you have judgment in your favor? Because you really do. I feel like the less you react to this person, the more people like it, and the more they see it as if it's not that it has nothing to do with, like, the strength. It's like you have the strength to just let it go. The more they see you not react to it, the more they're going to think, yeah, because it wasn't worth it. Leo didn't waste their time or energy on something that wasn't worth it. People really do like you in this situation. I feel like you might argue that in the sense of like, well, it doesn't seem like it all the time. But the fact that you just pick up and move on and you're constantly successful, you just keep moving on and you don't waste your time on things that aren't worth it, people really feel like that's a great thing, and they get really comfortable about that too. There's no need to go on about it when it wasn't worth it. It just wasn't worth it. What is this over here for Leo? Get a little bit more clarity here on this part. Because it's good. It's good cards. The 19 reversed is the Sun card. Even reversed, that's still good. And then the 6 of Swords. Later on, somebody will bring this situation up again. All right. I didn't want it to go there, so I was hoping we were going to go a different way. But the truth is, somebody else is going to bring this situation up again later on in the future. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be, by the time they bring it up again, you probably will have forgotten about it. They will tell you what they would have done about it, how they would have made different choices. If you can keep this in the back of your mind, I would just kind of respond to that with like, the situation solved itself. I don't waste my time on things that don't need my attention. Something to that effect. Because I feel like you're going to get this person and they're going to be like, yeah, but that wasn't right. And you're like, yeah, but it solved itself and I don't waste my time on things that don't need my attention. Boom. That's it. I don't waste my time on things that don't need my attention. The situation solved itself. I don't need to police it. I'm not here for that person to be their babysitter. They screwed up. People saw it. They got their just desserts. I don't waste my time on things that don't actually need my attention. Because somebody else will bring it up in the future. It's going to be down the road a bit. You're going to have forgotten about this situation. But if you just kind of keep that in the back of your mind, I feel like you can easily just... That's what that was. That's why... Because I feel like somebody's going to try to get under your skin about it. Kind of like, oh, yeah, Leo, Page of Swords, they kind of got you, didn't they? You didn't really do anything about it, did you? And then you just have to say, you know what? I don't waste my time on something that solved itself. I put my energy towards success. That was a waste of my time. It was going to solve itself, and it did. I don't waste my time on things that don't deserve my attention or that are going to solve themselves. There's nothing I could have done there. It did it itself. If you just keep something like that in your head, like, you know, it wasn't, there was nothing I could do there. It solved itself. That situation solved itself. You know what I mean? Why am I going to go outside and fill up, water the garden when it's going to rain in 20 minutes? You know what I mean? That I feel like you can use that type of analogy too. Like, I don't go outside and water the garden when it's just going to go, when it's going to rain by the end of the day anyway. I let nature take care of itself. If it wasn't going to water itself, I would have handled it. But I knew it was going to rain anyway. I left it alone. There was no reason for me to waste my time double doing something. What was the point? I let it handle itself because it was taking care of itself. It's just kind of saying you did the right thing, but keep that in mind because somebody's going to bring it up in the future. If you just have that in the back of your mind, that's all. Thank you. Bye-bye. Great outcome for you. Okay. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.